Hello everyone. Welcome to the episode number 44 of QnA Series with Suresh GP. Today, we are going to talk about the top data breaches that have happened across the world in January 2023. As you know, there is a lot of attacks relating to cyber, information security, phishing, spams that is actually making the data of customers unsafe. If you looked at January 4, we had Twitter's data breach, where Twitter's users' data was continuously sold to dark web, both in 2022 and 2023. And this is expected to be about 200 million Twitter users being sold on the dark web at a cost of just $2. In January 18th, we had PayPal data breach. PayPal, in its statement on January 18, said that there were unauthorized parties who were able to access the PayPal accounts using stolen login credentials. On January 18th, we also had MailChimp, which is a popular tool for campaigning purpose, that had a data breach. And remember, the data breach of MailChimp had taken back 6 months before. So the access data was about to 133 MailChimp accounts, and it's a bad sign for the company because the attackers are finding new ways to do data breach with the same accounts. In January 20, we had the T-Mobile data breach, which suffered another data breach, this time affecting about 37 million postpaid and prepaid customers who have all had their data accessed by hackers. Now, this is perceived to be a high-profile cyber attack impacting millions of customers. And please remember that they spent $150 million to upgrade the data security, but the recent attack just raises the serious questions of the impact that has been created. Finally, on January 30th, we had JD Sports data breach. As many as 10 million people have been impacted with their personal identifiable information. And the statement from JD Sports CFO, Neil Greenhalgh, said that to be vigilant about potential scam emails, calls, and texts. So this brings us to a very important aspect. Are we doing things that is required by the people in order to protect and safeguard our interests? Very importantly, we cannot just rely on the vendor or tool providers. We need to be vigilant. Our level of awareness, understanding about the different threats, attacks, vulnerabilities have to be understood both from an individual standpoint as well as an organization standpoint. Now today, the security is a board level discussion. So around the entire board, people are looking at best practices to protect their data, sensitize the data, and ensure that confidentiality, integrity, and availability is maintained. So as we look at these cases of data breach, it increasingly emphasizes our need to be vigilant, our understanding of the DevSecOps, cybersecurity trends, and identifying measures to attack social reengineering, hacks, phishing, and various other threat that is perceived to be handled in various walks of our life. So, friends, you need to take vigilance of taking ownership of protecting not only your individual data, customer data throughout, and irrespective of all the level of controls that you have today, we have to understand our hackers are even more smarter. So the only way that you can address these level of data breaches is to be very focused on protecting your own passwords, credentials, changing your passwords, looking at password protection devices, and ensuring that you have multiple levels of controls in order to prevent such kind of attacks in future. I hope that this episode of Q&A was useful for you to understand the top data breaches of January 2023. I hope we will keep you posted on the other trends that are happening in the DevSecOps and cybersecurity landscape. I look forward to seeing your questions, and I hope you enjoyed this session, and I look forward to seeing you in our next episode of Q&A series. Thank you very much.